My dad introduced me to my first baseball when I was born. He said I was born with big hands, and he said that we're going to make him into a baseball player. So we'd play wiffle ball in the backyard a lot. He'd come home from work, and we'd get to play that game for like an hour after dinner until it got dark. I didn't realize that I might have had some potential until probably high school. And then all of a sudden you get letters from colleges, and okay, this is a serious decision. Then he got me onto sort of like a traveling team for a little bit more coaching, a little bit more better caliber baseball, and I think that's where I started beginning to realize maybe I could do this for a living.
Got him.
You bring up your dad, and he's not with us anymore to watch you right now. Tell us what happened to your dad and how he stays with you.
Growing up, he wasn't really around that often. He was in the military, so I didn't really have that kind of relationship with him unless we were obviously playing sports. 12 years old, we're driving to a Little League game, and he says, "Hey Brian, I got something to tell you." And then he dropped the bomb on me. He said, you had cancer. That was really tough for me to deal with, like at 12. And for the next 5 years, he was battling.
How do you deal with that at 17?
I still don't know how I dealt with it. It was something that just kind of hit me, and again, it was surreal. Like when he passed away, I was going off to college, dealing with that, so I just went down. I kind of went on a bad road. I was never a bad kid. Just decisions I made weren't the right decisions, and I didn't believe in anything. I prayed, for God to heal my dad, and he never did. So I was one of those kids that just said, well, if he's not going to answer my prayer, why should I believe in him?
When did you start to find religion, and how has religion helped?
I didn't like the way my life was going. Things were good, baseball was good, but I just felt like I was missing something in my life, and I just decided one day to ask our team chaplain, what's this all about? Maybe you can teach me. At that point, I was able to come in comfort with my father passing away, knowing that he was off somewhere better, watching me, protecting me still. So it took 5 years, 6 years to get over it. Not really get over it, but have a comfort and not just try to push it aside and deal with it later.
So, with your religious beliefs today, could you tell us a little bit about your tattoo?
I didn't want to be a person that just got a tattoo because it looked cool. I wanted it to be a story, but for myself. It was just kind of a mural to remember my dad. I'm always going to remember him, but I just wanted something on me permanently to represent him, so every time I look in the mirror, I can know what kind of life he gave me and the things that he taught me. The dragon for me was one of the most symbolic creatures of protection and fear. The dragon represents my father. He was someone who I respected, but yet feared at the same time because he was the ultimate authority. He's protecting my family in this house right here. The back is Japanese kanji. It says, Father, Son, eternal strength. No matter what happens in this life, I'm always going to have my dad, and we're going to stay strong. If
your dad were here and he had seen you make the bigs, what do you think he'd say?
I think he'd say he's proud of me. That's something I didn't hear often as a child. Because once, obviously he told me I had cancer, it became, okay, you now need to be a man overnight. He just wanted me to make sure that my decisions were always from the heart and from the head. You have to do these things, you have to succeed. So being a perfectionist is something that I learned from him. Hard work does pay off.